everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie Naisa. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box down below. I now offer spiritual sessions, so if you would like to spiritual chit chat with me, all that information is in the description box. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Mercury retrograde. All these planets are in retrograde right now. It's real interesting energy right now, okay? To say the least. It's very interesting energy on the planet right now, right? How many planets we have in retrograde? Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, and now we're in Mercury pre-shadow. Mercury goes retrograde on the 18th. Is this today the 11th? Yeah, so it's a week from now that Mercury goes retrograde. Now, what is Mercury retrograde? Mercury retrograde is when the planet doesn't move backwards, so to speak. What happens is it goes over time, past, present, and future with a fine tooth comb, right? And they're correcting areas where Mercury is about communication and the thought process, right? Process of thought, the healing arts and wisdom. So it is actually going over areas where that was hindered, where the process of the natural progression or the natural process of thought, expression, and healing was delayed or denied, right? So they're correcting that. I mean by the planets. But let's talk about Mercury. Mercury is correcting areas where we didn't do our healing work. So in the last retrograde, which was in February, that was for the work that you did not do, the spiritual work, whatever it is that you didn't say, you didn't express, that you didn't learn, that areas of healing or giftings that you have not received yet. Mercury is going to be going over that to find out why is it, or bring to your attention, why is it that you haven't been healed? Why is it that you're not expressive? Why is it that you're not using your giftings? This Mercury retrograde is what that's about. Is about getting you to use your giftings, right? If some of you are orators, you should be lecturers and you're not, that is going to be rectified. Okay? Now, Mercury is about enlightenment and introduction into spiritual sciences, right? In Mercury retrograde is really about relaxation. It's about reflection. It's about rejuvenation. It's about renewal, right? And it's also about self-examination to figure out where your life is. Are you moving according to divine order? Are you using your magical gifts? That's what Mercury is all about. And he's also a trickster. Mercury is a trickster. He's also a magician and an alchemist. Okay, so they say Mercury is a trickster because he goes between the light and the dark and the known and the unknown, and because he knows so much, he uses deception to bring up, that's the best way I can put it. He uses about deception to bring about truth. He uses the energy of deception to bring about truth. So Mercury will trick you out of yourself. Mercury would trick you out of procrastination. Mercury would trick you out of laziness. And then you're like, what? How did that happen? That's Mercury for you. When he goes direct, that's what he does. Trick you out of the fucker that you were in, right? And then when you look at it, you're like, oh, that wasn't a trick. That was just getting you to open your eyes so you can see. Okay? Now, Mercury, while it's in retrograde, it's not doing nothing. He's chilling. He's chilling. So you should be doing the same damn thing. You shouldn't be signing any contracts. You shouldn't be getting involved in anything new. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't be. While Mercury is in retrograde, you should just chill. When he goes direct, you should be making your plans. While Mercury is in retrograde, you should be making plans of what you're going to do when he comes out of retrograde, right? Sit down, be quiet, make your plans during the retrograde. And then once he comes out of retrograde, you execute those plans. You have more energy and more momentum to execute those plans, okay? You may need to replan during Mercury retrograde. You know, some of your plans may not line up with divine order, so they need to be reshuffled. You need to re-examine your plans so that they can be properly implemented according to divine order, so that you don't have any interruptions or interferences in these plans. Okay? All right. What else about Mercury retrograde now? Oh, Mercury is also he's very inquisitive, and he also goes deep. He is the first of the celestial gods, so he explores deeper matters. Like, he's the one that goes between the light and the dark, you know, so he knows both sides of the story. You know, you can't trick a trickster. Okay, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna trick a trickster. All right. And that's what he is. And he's very investigative. He gets down to the bone marrow of a matter. All right. So there's no hiding from him. And he's instinctual. And he's a magician too. So Mercury is all about that. Okay. All right. So let's go over it. Mercury's enlightenment. His introduction to spiritual power. That's another thing during retrograde. You can really access spiritual powers like your clairs and telekinesis and other powers, levitation and all of that. You can access that during Mercury retrograde, right? Especially if you're a Virgo or a Gemini, because those are his houses that he rules, right? Those are the signs that he rules. So if your Mercury is in Virgo or Gemini, it's good energy for you to use during this time for you to access healing arts powers of healing, powers of reconciliation, powers of change, right? You can access that during Mercury retrograde because you're supposed to be chilling. You know, you're supposed to be developing and improving your own self, your mind. You're supposed to be guarding and improving your thought process. Mercury's thought, right? Okay, so relaxation during Mercury retrograde. Don't sign no contracts. Don't get involved in anything new. Just chill the hell out. Okay? All right. Plan and replan in Mercury retrograde. Okay? Gather information, do your research during Mercury retrograde. If you have studying to do or things that you've always wanted to learn, you can do that like that during Mercury retrograde. It wouldn't be that hard for you because Mercury is a researcher. He's an investigator and he's highly instinctual, right? So you can use that energy to learn something new. You can even use it to learn a new language. It's awesome stuff. Okay? So, all right. So with Mercury retrograde, Venus is also retrograde. Pluto is retrograde. Oh God. And Jupiter is retrograde. Now, while Mercury is retrograde, Neptune is going to go retrograde too. Neptune rules imagination, dreams. Jupiter's expansion. And Saturn is discipline. So there's a lot of things that are going to come into play during this Mercury retrograde. Okay, it may be one of the most intense retrogrades we have ever experienced. All right, boy. Now let's get into the cards. Let's see what messages and guidance the cards have for us during this Mercury retrograde. Woo! Yes, Lord. If you haven't been grounding, centering yourself, guarding your thoughts, making sure that your thoughts are not, you know, of a low frequency, that you're in line with abundance, because that's what the universe is. The universe is abundant. And you are a universe, so therefore you are abundant. You should get in line with that. Align your thoughts that way, so that you can be increased and not decreased at this time. All right? Now is the time of increase. Okay, I'm going to get a jump card from the Dragon Oracle. Jump cards start the reading. What is the message and guidance for Mercury retrograde? What is the message and guidance for Mercury retrograde? Thank you. That just slid out. Mercury retrograde. Message and guidance, please. Thank you. Just be cool and calm during this retrograde, okay? During this Mercury retrograde, Mars is going into Aries. And I'm going to do a video on Mars going into Aries during this retrograde eclipse season. It's going to be intense. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be really intense. So you're going to have to guard your thoughts, watch your mouth, and watch your actions, okay? Message and guidance, please. 3 cards, thank you. First card, White Gold Dragon from Lyra. It says, connects you to the highest Christ light. Develop your casual chakra, bathe in 9-dimensional Christ light. Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul, see higher possibilities. Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. It says, strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Okay? Okay. It says, connects you to your highest Christ light. Right? Like I said, Mercury goes back and forth to the light and the dark. You won't be able to trick Mercury, but you can use Mercury energy to access the higher dimensions. Right? This says 9th dimensional, bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. A lot of you do have access to 9th dimensional beings, 9th dimensional knowledge and wisdom. Right? It's just, it's very hard to be that frequency when you're in this low frequency world here. Okay? But with Mercury, you can do that. He is a magician, and he also cloaks you. While you're learning or connecting to your highest light, Mercury hides you. Yeah. Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Remember what I said about spiritual powers coming online, that you're going to see that now. You can access those powers and bring them out to the forefront during Mercury retrograde. This is what that is. You can access untapped resources, look into your soul, see higher possibilities. Right? The highest possibilities come from your soul. So whenever you're feeling in a high frequency, in a high vibration, that's your soul calling you back to itself. Right? And Mercury does help with that, because he does go between dark and light, like I said before. Right? This says it strengthens you in your power with wisdom. See, power without wisdom is foolishness. You have to be wise enough to use the kind of a power and be strong to use the Christ-light kind of power. Right? You got to be wise to do that. It says awaken to your own majesty. Like I said, a lot of y'all come from the ninth dimension. You have access to ninth dimensional beings, power, and knowledge. Right? Wear your cloak of power with pride. Some of you might be afraid of your own power. You might be afraid of your own giftings. You don't want people to think you strange. Let them think you're strange. That's their own thinking. That has nothing to do with you. Air dragon. This is on the bottom of the deck. Helps you rise above earthly matters. What did I just say? That's their people's business. Whatever anybody thinks about you, that's their business. That's some earthly shit. Let them deal with that. Communicate honestly. Brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. Okay? Some of you are going to have to take your feet up off the ground and levitate just a little. And I don't mean that literally, but I do. You're going to have to fly above the chickens because you are an eagle. Okay? Chickens don't fly as high as eagles. Matter of fact, chickens don't even fly that goddamn high. Alright? You're going to have to come up now. You're going to have to go higher. Higher than you've ever gone before. A lot of you are not, when Mercury goes retrograde, when we come out of retrograde season, you're not going to recognize yourself. Some of you are going to have to move. Because the frequency is not a match for you anymore. You've increased. You've improved. Message and guidance for Mercury retrograde, please. I'm pulling from the Love and Light. I'm getting 4 cards from the Love and Light. Thank you. Yes, indeed. First card, honor your uniqueness. It says, thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Psalms 139:14. Second card, a happy home. My people will live in safety, quietly at home. They will be at rest. Where are we now? All in the house, right? That's right. Third card, look at light from a higher perspective. Getting wisdom is the wisest thing you can do. And Mercury is the god of wisdom. Imagine that. I like it. Give me one more card for my... Okay, I'll take that. Patience is its own reward is the fourth card out. Right? So hear me now, okay? There's no one like you. There's no one like you. So the way you do things, the enthusiasm in which you do things, it may not look like anybody else's. And that's okay. Because it's not supposed to. Whatever you do, however you do it, it's not going to be like nobody else. And it's not supposed to. Right? This is how you create a happy home. Home within yourself. A happy mind is what this is talking about. You being at home with your own uniqueness. You understanding that you're not like anybody else. Okay? That is what Mercury is very unique like that. Okay? He's the smallest and the fastest moving planet, but he's the most effective planet. Okay? He's not trying to be like Mars. He's not trying to be like Jupiter. He knows his role and he plays it very well. He's comfortable playing his role. Get comfortable with you. Be at home with you. With your own uniqueness. Some of you feel some type of way about how others feel about your uniqueness. To hell with them. Huh. What? Nah. In honoring your uniqueness and being at home with that, with who you are for real, you're able to expand what you think and what you believe. Like I said, Jupiter is in retrograde right now, and he will be in retrograde until September, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, September 12th, right? So he'll be retrograde while Mercury is retrograde. So your thoughts, your magic, your magical self is being expanded. You'll start to see life, every aspect of life, from a higher perspective. But while you're doing the work of honoring yourself and honoring those around you and honoring spirit and creation and your ancestors and all of that, be patient for the reward. It's not going to happen right away, but just be patient for it. It is coming. All right? You just need to be solid in what you are doing. You need to be solid in what you are doing, being, and becoming. Okay? What's that at the bottom? Walk away from illusions and towards truth. There's a lot of lies being told to us right now. And there has always been lies told to us to deceive us out of our own power. To deceive you out of your own cosmic uniqueness. Okay? So a lot of us are looking at the part that we played in the world being what it is. We are acknowledging our part in how we believe these politicians, in how we trusted and give so much energy to these celebrities. We're seeing where that was idolatry. Okay? We're seeing that now. So we're walking away from all of those illusions and towards the truth of what is. It says, show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the road for me to follow. So we're going to now be trusting the divine to lead us away from lies. and towards what is real and what is true. God damn. Okay. So this is what Mercury is about. Mercury is about truth. Revealing the truth of any situation. What's at the bottom? The Chariot. Yep. What did I just say? Moving away from the fuckery, the lies, the deception, and onto way better and higher things. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. What's the message and guidance for Mercury retrograde? Message and guidance for Mercury retrograde, please. 4 cards. Thank you. Come on, come on. The first card out is the 7 of Swords. Remember what I said about deceptions? Things that in the past we believed to be true are not. Second card out, Page of Swords. So these things that we believe to be true, that were so convincing that it was truth, we are now going to be getting messages from our ancestors, from our angels, from our spirit team, from other dimensions and other realms that we called out to. We sent signals to them of help with our prayers, with our cries. Even the blood of those that were murdered, tortured. A lot of these children that were murdered and tortured for adrenochrome. Let's talk. Let's get real now. All these mothers who missing children, their cries and their tears, the blood of these people who were murdered, called out to the highest heavens for help. With the deception and the lies that was being pumped to us through movies. Oh yes, I love this message. Oh Jesus, hallelujah. Through lies. The lies that was pumped through us through movies, music, TV shows, and all other shit. Right? We called out for help. And they're here. These entities are here to help. And this is what Mercury retrograde does. It brings all of these things to the forefront. These deceptions, that things that we overlook. We thinking that the NFL and the NBA and all of these sports arenas was life, that was normal. It wasn't. It was not normal. That is not the essence of the body. The body is not supposed to be used for competition, for people's entertainment. People have been and could have been seriously injured in these coliseums, but yet we're entertained by it. We're entertained by somebody possibly being hurt. We're entertained by somebody using their divine vessel to entertain us when they could be seriously hurt doing this. And we thought that this was life. It's not. Wow, this reading took a freaking turn. Mercury got a lot to say, huh? So we're going to be getting messages. We're sending signals and getting messages as how to dismantle this world. It's being dismantled right now. Oof. Yes, Lord. I feel that. And that's too many. Come on. So anything that has been not untrue or unfair in our lives, that is just not, it's just not fair. It's not love. It's not peace. It's not God. It will be destroyed. Three of Wands. Yes, we expect help. This is expectancy. Some of you are expecting to receive. You've been sending out prayers and stuff, and you're expecting an answer, and you're gonna get it. You're expecting an answer. 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're definitely gonna get an answer and then some. Some of you really want to know what the fuck is going on here. What's truth? What's really going on? You're gonna get the answer. Your ancestors. Some of you have family in the 9th dimension. Where's that 9th dimensional card? Like I said, you have family in the 9th dimension. They're sending messages to you. For answers to your prayers, to your questions. Right? So that's why I tell you to chill during Mercury retrograde, so you can receive those light codes. Because these are light codes coming to you. Light codes, power. How to handle these demons that are on the planet. And remember, it's not flesh and blood I'm talking about. I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about white people. I'm not talking about Chinese. I'm not talking about Islamic people. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about these spirits, these rulers of wickedness, these principalities. That is what I'm talking about. Okay? It's how to get rid of them with love. There's a way to lovingly fight a war, okay? And a lot of you are going to get those downloads. How to do that. How to lovingly fight a war. Because this is a spiritual war. Understand? And you can't fight it with gun and bullet and bomb. Let them low frequency dog shit. Let them fight that with bombs and whatever. Okay? And never be afraid. Because 1,000 fall on your left, 10,000 on your right, but it won't do what? It won't come near you. Okay? It's not going to come near you. Spiritual wars, you can't fight it with bullets. Only idiots do that. But get your guns though. Get your guns for these idiots out here. Okay. I would never tell you not to get your gun. Get your gun, boo. Okay. If you feel it in your spirit to get a gun, get it. And get a fuckload of bullets too. Because it can only get worse before it gets better, okay? Come, give me one more card, please, for Mercury retrograde. Thank you. Ah, the moon. So next card out, and then strength, right? So what you're getting, the answers that you're going to be getting is going to reveal a lot of secrets. And it's also going to heighten your intuition and improve your instincts, that primal instinct that you have. It will improve it, right? And gives you a mother kind of perspective, because the moon is the mother. It will give you a mother perspective on what is being revealed to you, about the truth, what is being revealed. Okay? And you're really gonna have to, a lot of you are gonna get angry as fuck. You're gonna get mad as shit. But be cool. Just be strong in peace. Thank you. Be strong in peace. Be peaceful. You're gonna be warlike. Like I said, Mars is entering Aries on the 27th of this month. Be strong, okay? Don't get out of character and out of pocket. Don't do that. Just sit with the truth. Sit with the truth. Tame that beast. Do you see this card? Do you see this card? Do you see what she's doing with that dragon? She's sitting on the dragon and she's opening his mouth. Do you see that? Which means she's not subduing the dragon, really. The dragon subdued itself because of her energy, because of her strength. Right? The dragon allowed her to open his mouth. Tame that beast. Okay? Be cool. Queen of Swords. Like I said, be strong. This is a strong bitch. Okay? She tough. She tough. Okay? And speak your truth. There will be a lot more people speaking truth on YouTube. A lot more. As it should be. YouTube gonna be over. They're not even gonna know what the hell to do with so many of us. They're not gonna know what to do. Because a lot of us are getting these downloads and these light codes. Right? And we're speaking the truth that the whole world needs to hear. Until all have heard the truth. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Let me get a drop card, okay? From this, letting go. Yeah, let go of that nasty energy that you feel. When some of y'all really get to see the real truth about what's really going on with these people that we call politicians and movie stars and all of these so-called leaders, which they're not, you're gonna be mad. But you can only be mad at the mirror. All of us can only be mad at the mirror. That's the only thing. When you realize that, that's true love. Okay? Alright, let's get a drop card. Thank you. What's the drop card for Mercury Retrograde? Thank you. Thank you. We got two cards. Petrified Wood, Ancestors, and Ruby, Shine. See, rubies are very expensive. And when you put them in the sun, you've never seen a red like that. You never see anything so brilliant, right? So your ancestors are going to put you in the spotlight. Your ancestors are going to cause you to shine your light brighter than you know. Right? Your ancestors are going to make you very abundant because of this work that you're doing. Right? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, at the bottom of the deck it says Spirit Quartz Music. For those of you who you can't do shit without listening to music, you're discovering new types of music to listen to. Your ancestors are causing you to gravitate to these types of music Some of you are even listening to classical music. You're listening to, is that Spanish music? You're listening to Latin music. You're listening to all kinds of different shit, and you're getting light codes in these music. The tones in the music that you listen to, is that 528? It's a 528 frequency that you're listening to, and it's causing you to get downloads. Keep doing that. That's some powerful shit. Keep doing that, boo. Yeah, you're receiving light codes through the music, messages, powers through the music. I like it. And it's healing your inner child. It's causing your inner child to be very happy and expressive, and it is expressing itself through you. Oh shit. Okay. All right, my people. Thank you for watching. This was a rather long reading. I didn't expect it to be this long, but sorry. But I hope you got something from it, okay? Just chill out during this Mercury retrograde so you can receive what he has to tell you, so he can correct the errors that you have made. Okay? For those of us who have made errors in our life, or those who need guidance for where to go next, just chill out. All right? Love you. Bye.